About to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We don't block you, nothing like that. We ain't racist, nothing like that. We just love the sport of boxing. I give it to you in my opinion. Tank Davis. I want to say your first name, Javante, whichever way you may say. I see you got bad in the press conference. But first, I want to give you a shout out, my brother, as a black man who achieved his goals, millionaire status, making a lot of money, taking care of his beautiful kids. And just shining light on other people who are from your area and who could possibly take care of their family in the sport that they love, and that sport that they love, and they could possibly come up in it and do the same thing. I salute you for that as a black man, Tank Davis. But let's go in. We got to go in on Tank. First of all, let's get this understood, and let's get this understood. Just because you from the hood don't mean you from the hood. Okay, let's get this out here. All right. All this gangster talk, all these gangster this, and I'm gonna pack you up, and we would have been packed you up, and hey, after this fight, if I find out this, I'm gonna beat this, and I'm gonna beat that, and come on, Tank. Y'all gotta stuck. See, y'all hear this Baltimore talk. A lot of y'all watch The Wire. I grew up watching The Wire. Y'all know that his trainer, Cuddy, is the role of the guy who plays the boxing gym guy in The Wire. Okay, we all know that. Tank, you ain't stepping on nothing. You ain't doing nothing. Y'all guys, listen, you've been training since you was 7 years old, right? When you had time to be on the block, toting the Glock, dodging the cops, when you had time to do that, Tank, when you was out there being an official street ninja, when was that? Cut the BS, bro. You was fighting, everybody fighting in the hood. That ain't nothing normal. If you from the hood, everybody know you had a fight, this, that, and other. Your uncle saw you and he took you to the gym. You been in that gym here. Stop the gangster act. All right? And if you so gangster, why is it that you ain't running up on the fighters that you supposed to be running up on? Huh? See, like I agree with what Tim Bradley was saying. I agree with this. Tank had to take this fight. For one, Tank don't want to be great. Tank don't want to fight no real opposition. He don't want to fight nobody he could possibly lose against that ain't scared of him. PBC over there down, they bad. They ain't got nobody left. All they head honchos is gone. Wilder, Charlos, Spence, all that. So Javante Tank Davis is the guy that's supposed to carry the torch and keep them alive. Now, of course, it's going to be fans of his that's going to come out and say that, oh, Tank had to do the fight because he's trying to save PBC, this, that, and the other. Tank ain't have to take nothing, okay? Tank ain't have to take this fight. Tank wanted, he had an opportunity, like Tim Bradley said, they was finna get Canelo to fight him. Since Canelo done went out there and got whitewashed, now they go out, they need another name. And what name is supposed to be the face of boxing, which is not anymore. Shout out to Terrence Crawford. Hit that like button. And now Tank got to fight him. Tank ducking Lamont Roach. He ducking Lamont Roach. He ducking Shakur Stevenson. Floyd Schofield, I think, is his number one mandatory. Behind him is Andy Cruz. Tank ain't never been unified. After 32 fights, 31 fights, why isn't Tank Davis unified? Why isn't he unified? Why are you fighting a Jake Paul when there's so much left to do in your division? Yeah, y'all gonna say it's a money grab. Okay, we understand that. Hey, we ain't Tank. Tank got bread. Tank going for the money fight. Okay, that's all good and well. But before the money fight, we still didn't get the Shakur Stevensons. We got Raymond Mortella right there in his division with a belt. Ain't challenging him. Shakur Stevenson right there in his division with a belt. One challenging him. Keyshawn Davis with really no experience as a professional was right there with him. He wasn't challenging him. He ducked Vasil Lomachenko. He never wanted to fight Devin Haney. Even when Devin Haney became undisputed, you wouldn't challenge yourself to fight a Devin Haney? Oh, we in different weight classes, but you'll do an exhibition match with a guy that's almost 50 pounds heavier than you? Hit the like button if you're watching, because we're going to go in. We're going to go in. We got to talk about Tank. You won't fight. You wouldn't have fought Devin Haney. You ran from Tevin Farmer. Who else? Gary Russell Jr. even wanted to fight you. Gary Russell Jr. from 126 wanted to fight you. You wouldn't fight Gary Russell Jr. All your opponents come from lower weight classes. You tried to cherry pick Lamont Roach, and Lamont Roach came out to be a harder fight than you expected. Now you don't want to fight him no more. Tank, like Tim Bradley said, is on his way out the door. Tank don't want to fight no more. All right, because it's too much out there for him to have to deal with. The confidence that y'all got in Tank, Tank don't have in himself. Y'all remember this the same fighter when Floyd Mayweather and them put him in a championship fight. He was mad and said they wanted him to lose because Floyd Mayweather and them put him in the ring with Pedraza. It's the same fighter with that same confidence that y'all saying is it ain't even no dispute on who the face of boxing is no more. But y'all said he is the face of boxing. And this guy ain't fought nobody, ain't doing nothing, never even unified. Shakur Stevenson got 18, 19 fights and then went over 3 divisions and became unified in one of them. Tank ain't. Did you hear what I just told you? Somebody around his age range, Devin Haney. Devin Haney then went 2 divisions, became undisputed. Tank ain't. Teofimo Lopez. Then win up divisions, champion in 2 divisions. Unified before. He say undisputed. I don't rock with his undisputed talk. Everybody doing stuff but Tank. But hey, he the face of boxing. He the man. Oh, let's not get on the purse. Let's not get on the purse and the fact that he dissing Terrence Crawford, right? See, Tank disses Terrence Crawford because Tank knows he will never reach that level. That's why Tank talk crazy about Terrence Crawford. He hates Terrence. Tank is a little light-skinned female. For real. Tank is a light-skinned female. He don't like nobody to do anything better than him. He think he the prettiest. He think he the prettiest. He's the one who's supposed to be most looked at. So this is why he hates Terrence Crawford. He's a female in a man's body. I mean, the purses and the nails and all that, you know what I'm saying? It show what fighter get punched. Hold on. This is how we gonna show you how flugazy Tank is and how zesty he is. We have never seen a fighter get punched in the eye and take a knee because grease was in their eye. This is the zestiest fighter in the world. Purses after purse. This time it was alligator. Alligator. He came in. He said, "Oh, you gonna talk about this purse? I'm gonna let y'all know I spent some bread." He had an alligator purse, man. Alligator. And come on, man. Feminine mindset. And I don't mean to go into it about his personal life, but you gotta think about it. A man that puts his hands on a woman, if she don't hit him or punch him in his face, he got an emotional female mindset to keep arguing and hitting different women. That's what y'all not understanding. Tank got a female mindset. But y'all go around thinking he this boxing god and he this gangster, he this street guy. And I told y'all in the beginning of the video, shout out to you, Tank, I love you. I just go in and I keep it 100 on what I feel and what I say. You a black man, you got your money, you living good, you taking care of your kids, you got way more money than me playing a lot of people in this world. So I can never hate on you, but I can tell the truth of my opinion of what I feel. Tank is a light-skinned girl. Go to talking about people's family, people's wives and folks' children. That's what females do. The only thing Terrence Crawford ever said about Tank Davis was that he don't like him. He personally don't like him. He never mentioned nothing about Tank. He never said nothing about Tank mama, his old lady, his children, nothing. That's a female mindset. But this is the guy, and oh, hold on, let me go into this because I keep talking about how much of a zesty dude he is. Jake Paul gonna try to knock Tank out. I hope y'all know that. That's why Tank was out there saying that situation, talking about some, if I find anything out, that's why Tank kept saying that, because Jake Paul is going to try to knock him out. Exhibition or not, I'm telling y'all, they shouldn't even signed up for this fight. Nor should anybody watch it too. But Jake Paul is going to go out there and try to knock Gervonta Tank Davis out. He shouldn't have signed. And come on, man, the commission's dead wrong. You know how money take over boxing. Y'all know this man down there 60 to 50 pounds heavier than this man, and y'all going to allow this exhibition to happen. Jake Paul finna use this to his advantage for them allowing this fight. And he gonna go out there with everything he can and try to knock Tank out. And I hope he knock Tank out. I hope he knock Tank out. Every fight that Jake Paul has had, y'all have seen. If y'all haven't understood yet, he pays them to lose. Y'all just seen it with Mike Tyson, clear as day. I mean, what else somebody got to tell you? I know you see the videos of people trying to make it seem like that was an actual real fight. It was not. He pays them to lose. He just put on shows. But with Tank, it's going to be a different show. Because he can get so much notoriety, so much fame, if he go out here and beat the hell out of Tank even in an exhibition. Even in an exhibition, if he go out here and beat and put hands on Tank, and he lose, that sets Jake Paul up to another level so he can possibly get a Canelo Alvarez fight, which I don't know why he's still screaming Canelo Alvarez, because Canelo Alvarez ain't the man no more. Terrence Crawford is now the face of boxing. But for some reason, he just wants Canelo. I don't know if Canelo said something personally to him or about him, but Jake Paul clearly wants Canelo Alvarez. Why? Don't make sense. I don't know. He clearly wants Canelo, but I don't understand it. Now you should be talking about Terrence Crawford. That's who you should be talking about, Jake Paul. Well, you know, due to the fact, like Tim Bradley said, that it must have been a contract situation with PBC and Canelo, because Canelo left PBC to go to Turkey, and now PBC, you know, need that money. PBC really dead, if y'all think about it. There is really no PBC no more, no Mayweather Promotions, none like that. They dying off. So, hey, Tank, we need you to make this fight for us and go and do this fight for us. You're going to get a big payday. But they don't know. They don't know. Jake Paul setting him up to knock him out. And he can do it. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all looking at it like, no, that can't be right, because Tank got skills. Hey, let me tell you something. As everybody know who watch boxing, a punch you don't see can knock you out. And it's funny now that weight don't matter, since Terrence Crawford that climbed up the ladder in the status of being a boxing great, because he moved up 2 or some say 3 weight classes basically and went and beat Canelo Alvarez. Now when it comes to Tank Davis and Jake Paul, weight doesn't matter. It mattered 2 weeks ago. It mattered a month ago that weight was such a factor that Crawford wasn't going to be able to beat Canelo. But now when it comes to Jake Paul and Tank Davis, Tank is a real fighter. Weight matters. Tank, if Jake Paul running out and beat on Tank, ain't nothing Tank can do. Tank ain't gonna hurt Jake. This, and some of y'all out there actually believing that Tank Davis got a possibility of knocking out Jake Paul. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Tank's size and Jake Paul's size, it's gonna feel like his little sister hitting him with right hooks or left hooks. If Tank can hit him with that boy finna go out there and beat him. And I hope he do it, because I'm tired of Tank, and I'm tired of his fake boxing and picking and cherry picking and lower weight class. And y'all be talking about resumes, but y'all don't talk about boots, and y'all don't talk about Tank resume. And y'all was trash. This is how I know a lot of y'all don't know nothing about boxing, been watching it long. Y'all was trashing Terrence Crawford's resume and didn't know who the hell he was fighting. Terrence was fighting fights he wasn't supposed to win. And y'all got boots and Tank. Y'all got Boots and Tank talking about people's resumes? For real? Boots 32-0, you can't name them but 2 fighters? Tank with 32-0 when you can't name number 3, like 4 legitimate fights he done had, never been unified. Boots never been unified. At 32-0. But damn, Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney have been undisputed and unified. Damn. With lesser fights. Undisputed and unified. But Tank the face of boxing. Tank, hell of a fighter, but won't challenge himself. Scared to challenge himself. He don't want to lose. He don't want to lose. That's all this stuff about, y'all. All y'all, I be hearing people sitting up here saying that, oh, the business side of it. Y'all be acting like the fighters can't control who they want to fight. A fighter has the right to turn down and say, no, I don't want to fight him. I want to fight him. See, fanboys of boxing be trying to make it seem like fighters have no right for nothing. They managers just make them do whatever the hell. No, that's not true. A fighter can sit up there and tell their manager or promotional company, I don't want that fight. They say it all the time about Teofimo Lopez, don't it? Oh, I don't want to fight on no Friday. I don't want to fight this person. That's what they say Teofimo Lopez do. But when it comes to most boxing channels and their favorite fighters, they come up with excuses and say, oh, he can't do it like that because it's a business. You a lie. He can do it like that. He is the business. He is the business. He can tell them who he want to fight. Tank could have been said, oh, I want to fight Shakur. Tank could have been said, I want to fight Devin Haney. I want to fight Teofimo Lopez. I want to fight this, fight or that. Because he's in a position. Y'all say he was the face of boxing. So the face of boxing can't make a decision on who he really want to fight? Didn't fight Lomachenko. Didn't fight Tevin Farm. Floyd Schofield, he's number 1. He could have skipped Lamont Roach rematch and fought Floyd Schofield. But I think that was just a little bit too dangerous for him. So he said, nah, let me go the easy route. Remember the Errol Spence easy route? Let me go the easy route and go fight Jake Paul. The fans, my fanboys will love it. My fanboys will love it. Oh, the only reason Tank ain't going after Lamont Roach because you got to think about the money. The only reason Tank ain't going to fight a Floyd Schofield, a Raymond Mortala, a Shakur Stevenson, because you got to think about the money. Why are you thinking about the money and you ain't making it? You just a fan. Why are you thinking about the money? As a fan, I don't give a damn how much money they getting paid. I ain't getting paid. Why you ain't fighting them? Why you ain't fighting them? Oh, Shakur ain't really got no defense. Shakur don't do nothing but lean back. I really beat Devin Haney up at the Mayweather gym. Almost knocked him out, but didn't fight him. Talk plate straight cash trash about Shakur Stevenson. Won't fight him. Keyshawn Davis was in your face. You wouldn't fight him. Tevin Farm was in your face. Wouldn't fight him. Vasil Lomachenko was in your face. Wouldn't fight him. A little bit of Gary Russell was in his face. Wouldn't fight him. Wouldn't fight him. Wouldn't fight him. Wouldn't do nothing. So y'all gotta come on with it now. Just be truthful about it. Tank don't love the sport of boxing like that. Tank ready to go. Tank don't want to go out there and get embarrassed and lose. I told y'all, Tank is really a light-skinned female. Just look at his emotions. Look at his emotions and how he look how he act towards Terrence Crawford. And he could act like that towards any man. But I'm talking about to talk and literally disrespect a man's family and his children who ain't said nothing bad about you besides the fact that I just don't like him. I just don't like him. Now, any other person, Somebody say they don't like you, what you do? You tell her, okay, he don't like me as a man. But when you got a female mindset and you think like a light-skinned little girl, and you think like a light-skinned little girl, then you get emotional behind the fact that somebody says that they don't just like you. And so you disrespect their family. You talk about them like a female and their children. You know, females do that. Y'all know that when females get mad, what they say? They talk about each other's children, mamas, baby daddies. Females do that. So I just be keeping it a buck on it. You know what I'm saying? I like Tank, but Tank ain't no challenge itself, never undisputed. Ain't gonna never be undisputed. That's why he hate Terrence. See, y'all gotta understand something, man. When it comes to this sport of boxing, I don't care if they're a Hall of Famer. I don't care if they're a legend in the sport too. Terrence has accomplished things that no other fighter since what his name? Henry Armstrong. Terrence has accomplished something that will make the greats hate on him right now. Do you hear what I'm saying? But see, it'll make them look so bad. Some of them are saying it. Some of them really were hoping he couldn't do it. See, they weren't saying it like, some of them were actually hoping, like, I really hope this dude, they know where it put Terrence at. And it put him above a lot of fighters that we love, y'all. Don't nobody want to hear that Terrence has accomplished more than Sugar Ray Leonard. Undisputed is undisputed. Do you hear what I'm telling you? The biggest accomplishment in boxing is undisputed. Don't nobody want to sit up here and say that Terrence didn't accomplish more than Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Bernard Hopkins, Felix Trinidad's, Chavez's. Didn't nobody want to say that for real. So what you seeing now with all these old school fighters and these trainers who were saying Bud wasn't going to win, they didn't want him to win. Just because Floyd went and put $50,000 on Crawford. He probably ain't showed you the ticket of how much he had put on Canelo too. You see what I'm saying? People be thinking with one way and just seeing things one way. Just because Floyd showed you a ticket with Terrence winning, don't mean he have another ticket with Canelo winning either. Because everybody in the world know that was really a disadvantaging fight for Terrence Crawford. But if you knew about boxing and you knew what skill set he had, and you knew that Canelo was a one-dimensional fighter, like I told y'all in my videos, Canelo was a one-dimensional fighter. Y'all got on here and said I was crazy. I didn't know what I was talking about. He was worse than Errol Spence. Terrence did the same thing to Canelo that he did, well, worse to Errol Spence. But made Canelo Alvarez look like he was just some dude that started boxing. Come on, man. I told y'all Eddie Reynoso didn't know so. Eddie Reynoso wasn't no boxer. His daddy wasn't a boxer. They just came across, like Derrick James came across good fighters. Eddie Reynoso and them came across a little boy that they call Cinnamon. And Cinnamon could fight at 14, 13 years old. He turned professional at 15, and they didn't teach Canelo shit. Because they couldn't, because they didn't know about boxing. Canelo trains Eddie Reynoso. Eddie Reynoso don't know nothing about no damn boxing. If Canelo retire right now, who gonna take over as the leader in their camp? Valdez? Valdez? No disrespect. Well, y'all, we keeping it real. No disrespect. Valdez gonna take over in the camp? Valdez gonna be the man? Come on, man. Eddie Reynoso can't teach nothing but a dog to sit down. That's why in boxing, I would never have a trainer that has never boxed. I don't give a damn how many gyms you done worked in. I don't care if you work behind what's the guy from, he got a nephew that trained fighters too, trained Tyson Fury. Emmanuel Stewart. I don't care if you was in the gym taking notes with Emmanuel Stewart. If you ain't never been in no gym, you ain't finna train me. If you ain't never boxed before, I don't care if it was amateurs. If you ain't never laced up them gloves, you are not finna train me in those way. Why would I work with you? Even if I can't. See, this is like fighters like Ryan Garcia's fault. You see what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez being trained by them fathers who ain't never fought before. Kenny Porter, Sean Porter daddy. Because see, somewhere, sometime you got to step aside and say, this is a dangerous sport. I need somebody who actually been in this ring with me. I need somebody. And see, that's what I'm saying with Tank. Tank trainers believe in him, but Tank don't believe in himself. Like they kept saying, "Oh, we just waiting for a fighter to put Tank make Tank go to another level in the ring." Lamont made him go to another level. We didn't see Tank go to no next level. They say the same thing with Boots, right? Oh, y'all ain't seen Boots and all he could do in the ring. Him going to his next level in the ring. Every time he get in the ring with Karen, who we don't know twice, he have difficulties. Tank was in there with Roach, getting punched, getting grease put in his eye, taking knees. We didn't see Tank jump to this next level. You wanna know why? Because there ain't no next level. The blueprint on beating Tank is stand in his face, fight him, and don't be scared of him. Don't be scared of him. Because see, really, Jake Paul fighting him right now really makes Tank look even badder. Because if he would have did the rematch with Lamont Roach, and let's just say he would have went out there and knocked out Lamont Roach in the second fight, then people would have looked at this fight a little bit differently. But see, even casuals recognize that Tank ducking. And that's what makes Tank look so bad in this situation, because casuals are recognizing that you ducking. Your fans, people who've been riding with you for years, are now sitting there saying, damn, I can't even argue with nobody about Tank. This is clearly a duck move. This clearly a duck move. You should have fought Roach again, knocked Roach out possibly if you could, and then went for the Jake Paul fight. But doing this right now, when they're saying it's another guy out there that really beat you, make you look real bad, player. Make your fans can't cut this up. Your fans can't sit and argue. I know the best, let me tell y'all something. Anybody ride with this fight and think this is a good fighter or something worth something, anybody who do that, they're gonna let you know that they ain't no real boxer fan and they just coattail riding. Come on, don't nobody agree. Even his fans don't agree with this fight right now. Come on, man. And Jake Paul coming out there to knock that boy out. I'm telling y'all. Look at the size, y'all. Look at the size. Jake Paul. It's gonna be some Tank fans mad as hell, y'all. Y'all finna be, because Jake Paul is finna go out there and try to knock that boy block off. Jake Paul finna go out there and try to beat. You remember how Logan Paul was fighting Floyd? Y'all remember how Logan Paul was fighting Floyd? That's how that's how Jake Paul coming out there swinging and banging. He ain't coming out there trying to box no Tank. He coming out there swinging and banging, uppercutting, hooking, pushing against. Watch what I tell you. Cause this the fight, this the name. This the name. Y'all think about this. This is the name that Jake Paul needed. There's only 3 names you could choose from. I mean, well, Usyk, and you know he wasn't gonna challenge no Usyk because Usyk his side. He could have chose Usyk, Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford, or Tank. He got Tank. About 5'5", 140 pounds. Man, he finna beat the he gonna be clubbing them and watch what I tell you. Look how he disrespecting Tank in the press conference. Tank gotta take this fight. He need it. I ain't talking about for money because I don't know how much money Tank got. Shout out to Tank. You know what I'm saying? You're a black man. I hope you got a lot of money. I ain't saying he need it for the money, but PBC. Nah, Tank, we don't. See, they don't want him to go and rematch Lamont Roach because he could possibly lose. They don't want him to fight Shakur Stevenson because he could possibly lose. They don't want him to fight Raymond Mortal because he could possibly lose. They don't want him to fight Floyd Schofield, Andy Cruz, because he can lose. Tank is the last one left. Y'all remember the Tupac song, We the Last Ones Left? That's what Tank is for PBC right now. And they can't afford to let the bread and butter go out there and get burnt. They can't afford that. Errol Spence, after Deontay Wilder was going to be their man. That's why Al Heyman, no. Even Floyd Mayweather told Al Heyman, don't let him go fight Crawford. Don't let him go fight. And all you seen was PBC, big stars get knocked out. Wilder, Charlos. You see what I'm saying? Tank almost just got knocked off. Oh, I want to do the rematch with Roach. No, you ain't doing no rematch with Roach. Tank don't want to do the rematch with Roach. That was too close. I ain't finna go. No. Y'all find me another fight. Something easy. And he think this easy. Jake Paul setting him up. Jake Paul and them setting that boy up. He'll go out there and them Tank fans, y'all gonna be mad. I'm telling y'all gonna be mad as hell. Y'all gonna go crazy. Y'all like, hell no. Hell, it's an exhibition. He wasn't supposed to do that. No, you signed a contract. And I'm sure, watch what I tell you, Jake Paul got somewhere in that contract that they could win from a knockout or whatever, even though it's an exhibition. And he gonna go out there and try to knock Tank ass to some ropes. And I'm gonna be sitting there loving it. I'm gonna say, I told y'all. We've been seeing what been happening with cherry picking go wrong. When cherry picking go wrong, trying to go get that bag, and Jake Paul about to get in that ass. Jake Paul about to get in that ass. Ain't gonna be no knockout. Tank ain't knocking no Jake Paul out. He too big. Tank, but he can go in there and put Tank in a corner and throw nothing but them hands. Y'all should be talking about boxing. No damn boxing match. That's Jake Paul trying to go out and show the world that he deserves to be a name in the sport of boxing, and he gonna use Tank name to get there. How y'all know? Al Heyman them ain't tired of Tank. They ain't beside the Ryan Garcia fight. Trust me, they ain't been doing no numbers off Tank pay-per-views. Y'all keep talking about 250,000 when Floyd Mayweather and them was doing 4-something million pay-per-view buys. And y'all be talking about Errol Spence and Gervonta Tank Davis got 250,000 pay-per-view buys. And y'all, that ain't shit. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Who y'all be getting that from? Where y'all? This how you know a lot of people ain't been watching boxing long. They see 250,000 pay-per-view views, and they say, "Oh, them great numbers." No, the hell they ain't. Not when Mike Tyson and Roy Jones came out 2-3 years ago, 4 years ago, and got a million pay-per-view buys. Still, but I forgot they blame it on streaming apps. Oh, the fight didn't do well because of streaming. Streaming was out when Floyd and Manny Pacquiao was fighting. Streaming been out a long time, and people still had numbers. But when it comes to Tank and Errol now, 300,000, that's great. Yeah. Automatically, when I watch your channel, I hear somebody say something stupid like that. Gone. I ain't watching you. Ain't no point in watching you. Because I know what you in it for. I know what you in it for. Tank ain't what it is, y'all. I be trying to tell y'all don't want to listen, y'all. Say somebody hating on them. When y'all know deep in the heart, everything, if you a real boxing fan, everything people be saying about Tank is accurate. He just don't want to be great. Y'all got to remember, he did the same thing. He followed what Floyd Mayweather did. When it was getting too hot in Floyd Mayweather division, what did he do? Oh, I'm going to retire. When he had that close fight with Oscar De La Hoya, I'm going to retire. That's because there was too many people out there he had a possibility of fight. And every time they ask him, hey man, why you ain't fighting this person? Why you ain't fighting that person? He get mad. That female mindset I was just telling y'all about, sure. Every time. He's stuttering like a Tech-9. He's stuttering like a Tech-9. Hey, why fans are saying that you're not fighting the people that you're supposed to fight, Tank? What's going on? What's going on about that? I don't care what the fans say. I mean, they switch up on people and talking like a female. They switch up on people and that ain't got nothing to do with it, Tank. Why you ain't fighting Shakur now? So I just had to get on here and let y'all know. I know people been waiting on me and people been sending me, you know what I'm saying, messages saying, come on, Easy, man. We waiting on you to get on this. So I got on it for you. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, Tank Davis is a scared little girl, light-skinned little girl. And if you from the hood and you all know about how light-skinned dudes at, all right? Light-skinned dudes, them the dudes, well, if they got the car and y'all going over girl's house, if the girl they like you, you ain't getting no ride no more. That's basically how Tank act. You know what I'm saying? But I had to give y'all my opinion of it. You know what I'm saying? I thank y'all. I hope y'all hit the like button. Please, I got 58 people on and I ain't even got 58 likes. I got all these people on and I ain't even got no 58 likes. Now remember, the real over here. There's no hate, no cap. You don't get blocked. Your comments, even if they negative towards me, I don't care. Okay? I don't care because I just get on here. He over there talking to Jalen Roach. Jalen Love. Jalen Love ain't did nothing to you, boy. Jalen Love ain't did nothing to you. Oh, if something go wrong, if I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass, and I'm gonna beat his ass. And Jalen Love just sitting there listening to that bullshit. Jalen Love should have rushed the stage. Like, boy, what the hell you talking about? So you gonna beat my... Who you... Who the hell you talking to? Like, you about... See, y'all out there, y'all think Tank just about that life, and because he from Baltimore and that's a hard city. The Tank wasn't in those streets. And we ain't promoting being in the streets. Let's say that first. I'd rather see a lot of young men playing football, boxing, doing anything out here besides killing each other. But I hate to see dudes that ain't street or ain't from the street act like they street. And he loves to do it. He loved to do it. Oh, look what he told somebody else when a press conference. Oh, they don't want to get on no gangster stuff because it'll get gangster. We'd have been packed y'all up. Tank, stop. Stop, Tank. You ain't beating up on nothing but your girlfriend. You ain't beating up on nobody but your girlfriend. And that's just real. You was saying, hold on. Listen, I gotta say this before I go in the store. Tank's so gangster, right? But it's the same dude hit somebody's car and ran from the police. Come on, man. He hit a woman car and jumped out the car and ran. Gangsters don't Gangsters don't have car accidents and run, Tank. Now, if you done hit a female car and you got dope in your car, you a felon, you got the pistol strap in the car, yeah, run, Tank. But you ain't no felon or none of that, Tank. And you hit that lady and hopped out the car and ran, scared for your life, but you on here talking about packing people up and I'ma beat your ass. Get your ass. Hey, boy, you don't get your ass down there. You don't know about it here. But y'all, I'm finna go and log off. Thank y'all for y'all time. This your boy Ease. I'm out, baby.